Shock. When Ron returned home late from work, Sneha wasn't there. He assumed she was staying with her cousin or a friend, something she often did. But the next morning, when he woke, the world was in flames. The morning of September 11th. As chaos erupted just blocks away from their apartment, Ron searched desperately for his wife. Phone lines were down. Streets were blocked. Thousands of lives were lost in an instant. And amid the confusion, Sneha was missing. In the days that followed, as families searched for loved ones, Ron hoped Sneha was among the injured, waiting to be found. But as the lists of victims and survivors grew, her name was nowhere to be seen. Her absence became louder than the noise of the city's grief. She wasn't in any hospital. She wasn't on any list. She wasn't in their apartment. It was as if she had been erased. At first, the assumption was simple. Sneha must have been a victim of 9/11. But investigators soon realized her case didn't fit neatly with the others. There were no confirmed witnesses placing her at ground zero. No remains linked to her. Not a single belonging recovered from the debris. And as detectives dug into her life, the story became more complicated. Sneha had been suspended from her medical program after a dispute over unprofessional conduct, though she claimed she was targeted for speaking out about workplace harassment. She had been going out late, sometimes drinking heavily, and disappearing for nights at a time. Police reports noted strained family relationships and unexplained absences. Was this the profile of someone who might walk into the towers to help? Or someone who might have chosen to vanish in the shadows of tragedy? Ron Lieberman, her husband, refused to believe she left willingly. He painted a different picture. Sneha was compassionate, selfless. When the towers were attacked, he was certain she ran toward them, toward the injured, toward the dying, because that's who she was as a doctor. But skeptics pointed out the lack of evidence. If she had died at ground zero, why was there no record, no trace? Why had her final purchases disappeared along with her? And a darker thought haunted the investigation. Could Sneha have met foul play on the night of September 10th, long before the towers fell? If so, the attacks provided the perfect cover for her disappearance. In the years that followed, her family fought tirelessly to have Sneha recognized as a 9/11 victim. They argued she belonged to the tragedy, that her memory deserved to be honored with the others. But officials resisted. Without proof she had been there, how could they include her? Then, in 2008, after years of bitter legal battles, a New York court made history. Sneha Philip was officially declared a victim of the September 11th attacks. The only person ever granted that status without direct evidence. It was hailed as a victory for her family. But for others, it was a decision built on hope, not truth.